Well, hello, welcome everybody to our second annual Residential Net Zero Energy Conference. This is the second night. So excited you could be back with us. My name is Brett Little here, helping moderate and host the session with the Green Home Institute. Again, a huge thanks to our planning partners, Architectural Resource, MICA, GLREA, and our friends over at the Michigan Geothermal Energy Association, along with our top sponsors, TSTUD, the Michigan Department of Environment, Great Lakes and Energy, Water Furnace, Enertech, DTE, and Consumers Energy. Huge thanks to all of them and everyone making this happen. Last night we talked about conservation, keeping the energy in our walls from escaping, keeping heat from escaping in the wintertime and from overheating our house in the summer. Tonight we're talking about utilization. How do we use what we have in our homes to heat, cool, ventilate, heat space, heat water, and ventilate our spaces and electrical systems. So we're very excited to have you here joining us, and so we're going to go ahead and move forward. Real quick, if you do have any sound issues throughout the session, just go to that audio tab, click on the sound check, and then from there you can figure out how to navigate either through computer or phone in. If that doesn't work, just try switching from computer to phone or vice versa. Finally, if that doesn't work, log out, log back in. That should resolve most of your problems. So excited to talk, to introduce you to our keynote speaker for tonight. Dr. Brandy Brown is the Climate and Energy Advisor for the Michigan Department of Environment, Great Lakes and Energy. Dr. Brown coordinates the state's response to climate change across departments and agencies, where she makes recommendations on taking steps to limit climate change and deal with the effects of global warming that are already happening. Brown previously worked for Clear Result in East Lansing, where she formulated strategic objectives for electrification projects such as electric vehicles, PV systems, battery storage, and other emerging technologies. She holds a PhD in interdisciplinary program evaluation from Western Michigan University, an MPA and a BA in communications, law, economic, and government, both from the American University. So with that, Dr. Brandy Brown, I'm so excited to have you, and please do take it away.
Thanks, Brett. I'm so excited to be here. This is a wonderful conference, and I used to enjoy going in person and learning from all of the activities that are going on across the state. And those of you who join us from other neighboring states, this is a huge important issue for a multitude of reasons, but this is really where the climate policy, the energy policy that we put forth at the state level or that happens at the federal level intersects with our communities. You guys are where people really understand what those benefits are, and key to kind of delivering that message and making our communities better. Now I'm here to tell you a little bit about what we've been up to for the past year. I know I've been a little quiet and a little coy at times, but we have been really working hard on so many things. And I was excited when the governor announced last month the My Healthy Climate Plan for our state, which sets a goal, commits us. We're the 9th state to commit to 100% carbon neutrality by 2050. So that's huge. It's huge for a number of reasons. We're not one of those coastal states. We have our own unique things going on here in Michigan as a Midwest state. And so it means a lot that many partners came to us in support for this type of work and this type of plan. So I'm excited that the work is officially kicked off, and we will be moving towards that goal as hard as we can and as fast as we can. Now, as part of that announcement by the governor, she also announced the Governor's Council on Climate Solutions, where we're going to bring stakeholders from around the state to map out how we are going to achieve this goal, working together, hand in hand, fitting all the puzzle pieces together to figure it out, because that's what we've got to do. We're also going to have some technical subcommittees available for those of you who are maybe not comfortable in serving on a council level. There are some technical opportunities that you will be able to engage in to help us shape that picture. So if you're interested in that, please reach out to me. I do want to say that this whole climate plan, this initiative, is designed to protect Michigan's public health protect our environment, and really build a Michigan in the future in 2050 that has all of the things that we need for Michigan to be resilient. We are expecting an influx of folks moving from other places in the continental United States as we become a prime spot to live in the next few decades. So we need to plan for that. And in planning for that, we need to watch our energy consumption and ensure that our built environment, as well as additional infrastructure, is ready for that influx of people. We're going to need jobs, and so we're going to have to really focus on some of those jobs at the community level and making sure our built environments work for us, that our built environments are resilient, and that they really are benefiting the residents and the businesses of every community. Now, one of the goals that comes before the 2050 goal is really committing to that 28% reduction in GHG emissions by 2025. So that's 5 years away. Given some of the things that are going on now, we are on track. We are on track to meet those goals. And so we need to ensure that as we're moving forward, as we bounce back as a state from an economic crisis, that we then come back better and stronger to hit that 28% and then keep going to move forward to carbon neutrality. Another big piece of the work is the just transition work led by the Department of Treasury. So this is looking at how we are shifting in the energy transition and making sure we're bringing everyone along. Another person who is key in making sure that no Michigander is forgotten and that everyone is included is the environmental justice public advocate, Regina Strong, who will also be advising on the plan and ensuring that we are considering environmental justice issues at every point, at every place and time. And I'm happy to say that I've been working with her on the perspectives that we need to bring as the council is formed and as we move forward in developing this plan through the Office of Climate and Energy. So those of you who know climate work, I'm sure all you do, but those of you who know net zero work and built environment work know that energy efficiency in our built environment is really key to hitting a lot of our climate goals. It is the thing we need to be focused on with super intent in the next 10 years. So I thank you guys for keeping your focus on it. I thank you for pushing me, reaching out to me and asking me maybe about building codes or anything else that's going on, because that is really key in how we are going to achieve our goals in the long term and make sure that all of the benefits that we know coming from more efficient homes and more efficient buildings overall are going to benefit those in our community. Like, we don't want to invest money into these programs and not realize the true opportunity that lies there. So when I think about energy efficiency and when I think about when I used to design energy efficiency programs, I was always struck by the fact that we knew we were not accessible to everyone. Honestly, the programs weren't always accessible to me, and I was a college graduate. My husband was a college graduate, but given our financial constraints with the kids, or just being millennials with student loans, some of those energy efficiency upgrades were not accessible to me. So as I designed programs, I used to think about, how is this affecting other people? How is this affecting my neighbors who may not have the privileges that I have, may not know about these programs? How do we build programs that more holistically serve their needs? And the truth of the matter is that if we're going to go hard on making sure homes are serving people, making sure that we are realizing those energy savings, the opportunity really is in those who are not serving as adequately as we could be. So think about that opportunity. That is a key. If we're going to get savings, if we're going to reduce GHG emission, the opportunity is just coming full circle and serving our communities. So I really want people to, as they're doing the work, I know many of you guys are, but scream it from the rooftops, that the same opportunity that serves our communities and benefits folks, that's the opportunity that's going to get us these goals. And these hitting these goals It's just not one, shiny policy statement that, hey, we've achieved. If we are able to realize a carbon neutral Michigan in 2050, there are so many different reverberating effects that benefit the health of communities, that benefit the health of households, that benefit the pocketbook of households by reducing energy burden, that give money into or put money into local economies or a contractor network. There's opportunities for job training. There is just so much good that can happen if we think about how these goals can be manifested through energy efficiency, through making our built environment much stronger, from bridging from energy efficiency, starting there, but then getting to net zero built environments. Like, there's so much that we can do. So I want to press upon all of you that I am excited for the work you do. I'm excited for these conversations to go on. And we need to recognize that building policy, housing policy is climate policy. It really is. And we cannot, in anything we do in moving forward with climate, forget that we need to design buildings, we need to design systems, we need to design policies, everything thinking about how it's going to affect our neighbors and how to best benefit our neighbors. So that's what I come to this job in, with that perspective, thinking about, hey, how do we move forward in the most equitable way? At the same time as grabbing onto this opportunity that we have. It is not two different issues, it's the same issues that has benefits on multiple sides. So that's all I have to say today, Brett. I'm gonna hand it back to you, but I do wanna say that there is a lot of work ahead. We have a ton of work to get done in the next decade, in the next 20 years, but I really am thinking about 2030 and just building that foundation so that we have the tools, that we have the policies to hit the targets that we may develop through the Governor's Council on Climate Solutions. And I want us to not only learn from other states and other countries and what they're doing to modify their built environment in the best way, I want us in Michigan to become the leaders. I'm a little competitive. So if we can all work together to ensure that future, I'm sure we're gonna knock it out of the park. So if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the question area. I'm gonna hang around a little bit and answer your questions via text, and because my brain is a little slow at the end of the day here. But if you have any questions, if you wanna talk to me about anything with climate, I'm here, and my door is always open, and you're always welcome to email me. So thank you for having me kick off today, and Brett, it is all yours.
I'm not mute there. All right, well, thank you so much, Dr. Brown. We really appreciate your time, and have a good night. And yeah, if there's any questions that come through, I'll be sure to pass them along. But I'm super excited to be learning more about the plan and working with you and the team in the state to make it happen to where we can fit in. So thank you so much.
Thanks, Brett. Take care.